Let's talk about some news. Yeah, I almost ran a sub 9 mile today. I was booking it, going 10 miles per hour, booking it for like the first point 40. But this is a great day, great news for the art community as we get one step closer to safeguarding the work that we put our blood, sweat, and tears into. I have a comic book that will snap, post right there, links in the description below. But I have been working my butt off to make this, and I promise you there would be a part of me that would have a rage that would want to take out the universe if some stupid AI bot took my characters and mangled them however they want to. And this is not to say that people can't use AI art to make works of arts, but that art, where did they get that art from? Where did that artificial large language model get that information from? And if they didn't get it from a consenting party, they stole it. They stole it and they did it with zero regard for compensation, zero regard for, could you imagine? I don't have to imagine. We see this happen a lot on social media. Someone will make a post, make a story, make a sound, and a famous creator will come swoop in behind them. Hey, yo, no Diddy. No Diddy. I caught myself. Will swoop in behind them and steal their work, repost it, and get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars while they are left in the dark. And when there is a potential to protect your trademark, that's why we trademark things. That's why we have IP. That's why we have copyrights. When there's an opportunity to do that and to make sure that you can protect your stuff, you should absolutely 135% do that. If your work is being seen on TV, if your work is being seen on a publishing firm or anything like that, you need to be getting paid for that. There's no clause that stops you from getting paid. Everything's negotiable, right? But that comes with money, that comes with lawyers, and the term starving artist didn't come out of nowhere. A lot of people start off in the gutters and they find their way to the top of the pedestal. So it goes without saying, when the government is making assertions that will help us do that, it's important. But I don't want you to get swept up in just the fact that the copyright infringement case is moving forward. The reason why it has to move forward is because if we don't do something, they will do whatever they want. Who is they? We'll talk about them here in a second. But don't sit here and discount or disregard. Small artists, small groups, boutiques, stuff like that. Support your local artists. When the world is at its worst, artists bring us back to humanity. You can't sit here and nobody can would have made it this far in life without art. It's just what that goes without saying. So the fact that we don't pay more homage and respect to artists is crazy. Artists celebrate as copyright infringement case against AI image generators move forward. Visual artists who joined together in a class action lawsuit against some of the most popular AI image and video generation companies are celebrating today after a judge ruled their copyright infringement case against the AI companies can move forward towards discovery. This case has to be highlighted because a lot of people take for granted what went into this. Literally, if you type in Adobe images on, como se dice, on Google, they have their famous watermark. Literally, you'll see AI work being generated with imitating their watermark. People will have their signatures being lifted off of these things. It's repugnant. It's blatant. Disclosure Venture Beats regularly uses AI art generators to create artificial artwork, including some named in the case. The case record under the number 3-23CV00201, who was originally filed back in January 2023. It has since been amended several times and parts of it struck down, including today. Damn. So they everything isn't all a bed of roses, but it's definitely important. Who's involved in this? The artists are Sarah Anderson, Kelly McCrana, Carla Ortiz, Hawkeye Southworth, Georges Where is he? Where is he? Okay, I'm not saying all these goddamn names. A bunch of great artists. And who's it against? On behalf of all of these artists, they're accusing Midjourney, Runaway, Stable AI, and DeviantArt. Wow, DeviantArt is in this? I guess the DeviantArt would be the place where their information was stolen. And, you know, if you're giving a company your information, the company is obligated to protect that information. The copyright of copying work by offering AI image generators products based on open source Stable Diffusion AI model, which Runaway and Stable AI collaborated on, and which the artists allege was trained on their copyright work in violation of the law. They got the law on their side. What did the judge rule today? The judge, William H. Erik. William H. Erik, that's a cool name. The Northern District Court of California. Okay, so Northern District. I don't know what circuit that's in. What is the Northern District Circuit in? Oversees the San Francisco and heart of the generative AI boom. Didn't yet rule on the final outcome of the case. He wrote in a decision issued today that the allegations of induced infringement are sufficient for the case to move forward towards discovery phase. Oh my God. This discovery phase, there's no way a bunch of artists are going to be the reason why we get to really see how AI works. And for what every programmer already knows is just copy and paste. It's copy and paste faster than you can copy and paste. It's copy and paste and try and make it make more sense, which could allow lawyers for artists to peer inside and examine documents from within the AI image generator companies, revealing to the world more details about their training database mechanisms and inner working. That is truly going to be paramount. Oh man, to just to get a glimpse of it, because it does two things. One, it tells us it tells us basically everything we can insert in our own mindset. They are stealing people's work. This isn't artificial intelligence. It's just optimized search. And they're basically doing this with zero to no disregard for anyone's protection and safety. Because if they can prove that this information isn't even being protected, right? If they can prove that this information isn't even being protected, then it could be like, if OpenAI gets a breach, then everyone's information they've stole is now being put in this breach. This is phenomenal. This is actually a great thing. But a lot of people argued, and you'll see in the bottom of this, which made me turn to this second article. Look. Guys, you're overreacting. Calm down. Beta. Stop being soft. If someone is using your work and you find it, just, talk to them, and you don't need to take legal action. Really, no one's stealing your work, to be honest. Your work is just very generic, and it's more than likely anybody could have done it. That's what they'll say to you. That's what they'll say to you to get you to believe that you're insane. But when the dog whistle blows, every dog gonna know. And this dog out here talking. Here we have the douchebag of the day. Ex-Google CEO says successful AI startups can steal IP and hire lawyers to clean up the mess. It's almost as if before he left, he set the wheels in motion for that to happen. Interesting. Former Google CEO and chairman Eric Schmidt has made headlines for saying that Google was blindsided by earlier rise of ChatGPT because of employees decided that working from home was more important than winning. Tragic. The comment was made in front of Stanford students during recent interview video, of which was removed from the university's YouTube page. Yeah, they took that shit down. But he most of the video was about him complaining and crying about AI. About AI and how is making people lazy. But the part that really got kind of buried in the lead is the stealing of AI, using AI to steal work. Basically, this is what he said. So remember where we are in the timeline of things. TikTok is on the verge of being banned in the U.S. And the reason why it's going to be banned, probably successfully, is because a bunch of social media companies came together and said, we can't compete with their algorithm and their popularity, so we're going to excommunicado they ass, and get them out of here. So he's saying, to these young business mind people, if TikTok is banned, here's what I proposed. Each and every one of you say to your large language model the following: make me a copy of TikTok, steal all the users, steal all the music, put my preferences in it, produce this program in the next 30 seconds, release it in 1 hour. If it's not viral, do something different along the same lines. A bit later, using the same TikTok example, so in the example that I gave of the TikTok competitor, and by the way, I wasn't arguing that you should illegally steal everybody's music. No, I think you said that shit, bro. I think you said that. In fact, you were quoted as saying such right above. Don't backpedal now, motherfucker. What you would do if you're a Silicon Valley entrepreneur, which hopefully all of you will be, if it took off, then you'd hire a whole bunch of lawyers to go clean up the mess. But if nobody uses your product, it doesn't matter that you stole all the content. Greedy, when they say eat the rich, man, just a side of barbecue sauce and I dip your milk dud having ass in there. Could you imagine having the balls to say this in front on a hot mic? You were filmed, bro. You were filmed in 4K, bro. Oh, but it doesn't stop there. He says, and please don't quote me. At this point, the host points out that you are on camera, sir, to which the douchebag of the day responded, yeah, that's right. But you see my point? In other words, Silicon Valley will run these tests and clean up the mess. And that's typically how those things are done.
I beg your pardon?
What the fuck did you just say?
I beg your pardon?
What the fuck did you just say? So when people say like, oh, you're going too hard to try and protect, like AI is not that serious. Like you don't need to put these restrictions on AI. You don't need to put these barriers on AI. You absolutely have to put those things on there. You absolutely have to put these barriers in because these psychopaths out here just see your content as something for them to steal from you. 110% they want to steal your products from you. So, man, it's infuriating, but I'm so happy to hear that, we have a situation where now we can, put the pins to AI. AI has the potential to do great things. But without proper restrictions in place, it will do more harm than damage. You can't change my mind about that. And it's not because of AI. It's because of the people who will control AI. They will truly take, there's people who literally said, if you don't buy ChatGPT 4.0, whatever bullshit, and use that version, the downgraded version is purposely bad. People are comparing the results that they had from a year ago when they were using it to what they're getting now, and it is inherently, apparently worse. And that doesn't happen on accident. They are choosing to make it worse. So these are just my thoughts on it. You know, as an artist and a creator, I'm all for this. I definitely want to see this move forward. But what are you thinking about? Clap it up. You feel me? You can like, you can share, you can subscribe. Are you watching this on YouTube? God bless you. Did you make it to the end? Appreciate you. I love your faces. Okay, we're done. We're done.